please be seated? I hope you don't have a monkey in your house. Okay. Let me tell anybody, say, neighbor, the poor don't want you to leave them. And the rich don't want you to join them. The choice is yours. To break free from the poor and break forth into the rich. So you're all welcome. Thanks for taking time out in this special season to be a part of the Global School of Money. We have people joining us online on different platforms. I want to welcome every one of you. Once again, let's appreciate Wisdom Ezekiel for helping us with that first session. So today, we're going to be launching a lot of stuff. Apart from the session we've just had right now, I'm going to take us on a very long stretch, share a few things with us, and then reveal to us a lot of opportunities that are available for you to take advantage of. We're going to be launching the Palm Tree Farm today, launching some new books today. We're also launching the School of Money University today. And then a lot of offers that we have available, we'll let you know about them. And once I'm done with my session, we'll go on a 30 minutes break so that you can go and get the materials, because we have some offers that are time bound. And it's very, very important for people to be able to take advantage of that. Then once we're done with the break, we'll come back. We're going to be having a panel session, and it's going to be an amazing time. I've been trying. Is Moreni Karan? Which one of you is a hand? Okay, good. So I have one of my mentees. Whenever we talk about fractional ownership, putting resources together, many times a lot of people don't understand that that's the way to go, like I'll share later on. So she's here today, and they've had an investment club, and they've been on for like 15 years or more, putting resources together, investing together, and then want to learn from them, because that's what many of you need to do. Because like I've said over and over again, it is better to own 10% of a billion than to own 100% of 1,000. There are many things you may not be able to achieve on your own, but if we come together, our grandparents did it. They did the susu, they did that job, but today now you find it difficult to come together. And many of you are trying to raise 5 million. And before you raise the 5 million, what is 5 million is now 7 million. But with your 1 million, you can look for 4 other people. And we have the 5 million today. So we're going to be discussing a lot of things. And then they will be joining me in the panel session. Also joining me will be Rotimi, the CEO of Asset Rise. And we're going to be having that panel session together. And then we'll take questions and we'll close. So we're hoping that maximum by 3 o'clock, all things being equal, we should be out of here, but we'll see if we can work with 2 p.m. Okay, now let's be sure you all have what you're supposed to have. So please check to confirm that you have the School of Money newsletter. Then number 2, you have the Palm Tree brochure. The Palm Tree brochure are 2 brochures. You have one that is AI. That's Agric Intelligence, Agric Investment. This is the real AI. So AI brochure, and then you have the frequently asked question, FAQ. So be sure you have those 2, and then we have Ignite 2026. Ignite 2026. So, which one don't you have? Ignite. Okay. So, many people don't have the Ignite brochure, the flyer. So, ushers and protocol, let's just go around and make sure if we have more of the Ignite, we'll pass it on to people. Especially give the Ignite majorly to women, because it's very important for us to ensure that our women are empowered, so that there will be no monkey in the house. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay, so let's go. So I want to share with us on developing a wealth mentality. Developing a wealth mentality. It's very, very important for us to understand that our mindset goes a long way in determining how far we go. So, multimedia, let's have my PowerPoint. Developing a wealth mentality. That's one of the reasons why I decided that we're going to use the 5-monkey experiments as our first session, just to help every one of us understand the importance of your mindset in the things that you do. When you don't have the right mindset, it goes a long way in affecting how far you go in life. So many of us are where we are today because of our mindset. And it's very, very important for you to have a wealth mentality in order for you to become wealthy. And we're going to look at that today. So to become wealthy, we have to break free from poverty and develop a wealth mentality. We have to break free from poverty and develop a wealth mentality. Whoever is on the slide, please try and follow me and make sure you have the next slide in view to know where I am so that we can all work together. Now, poverty is in levels, but the mindset level is the real issue, just like the monkeys. Now, you see, there are 5 levels of poverty. And if you understand in the new book, The Pathway to Wealth, the book we're launching today, I wrote the book 20 years ago, and what I've done is last year I was inspired that it was time for the book to be updated, and it's been 20 years. And reading the book and updating the book, it's amazing how things have changed in 20 years. I'm telling you, it's amazing how things have changed. 20 years ago, 1 million naira was $7,000. Can you imagine? 1 million naira was $7,000. And now it's less than $700 in 20 years. So writing the book again, reading the book, I'm like, wow, this book needs to upgrade. True. I've seen, so 20 years ago is different from where we are right now. But you see, poverty. So in the book, what I've done is I've upgraded the book, and then I added 8 new chapters to the book. And one of the things I did was to expand the poverty curriculum. So in the previous book, poverty was maybe just 1 chapter. Now we have 4 chapters. So we now deal with the anatomy of poverty. We deal with decoding poverty, the trinity of poverty, deal with different things. You see, poverty is in 5 levels. At the top is one, at the bottom is another. But there are 3 in the middle. So poverty is a spirit. Poverty is a mindset. Poverty is an habit. Poverty is a lifestyle. Poverty is a state. So when you come in contact with an individual, the first thing you see that helps you to know that that person is poor is their state. So when you meet people, you see the state of poverty. The state of poverty is a state of lack, hardship, insufficiency. So they lack a good look. You look at them, you can see the holes in their neck, you can see their skin, you know that this one, they chop well. You look at their clothes, you look at their shoes, you can see that, poverty there, their shirts are, the collar is dirty, the shoes are worn out, the wristwatch, the leather is dead. Even if they have wristwatch, they are looking haggard and tagged. You can see the state of poverty. When you see where they live, they don't even have a car. You know that this person is poor. But you see, most of the time, that state that you are seeing is nothing but the symptom and the manifestation. That's not the root. And most of the time, the reason why a lot of people remain poor is because we deal with fruits instead of roots. And when you deal with fruits, the roots will spring forth again. That's why when we look at things from the covenant and revelation dimension, the axe is at the root of the tree. You must identify the root issue. Because guess what? There is hope for a tree when it is cut down at the scent of water. It will rise again. So if you don't understand the fruit and the roots issue, you will realize that you'll be in the perpetual cycle dealing with fruits because you didn't go to the root of the matter. So when you see people in that state, it's the manifestation. That's not the root of the matter. But guess what happens? What now happens is most of the time, these individuals now come in contact with religion. I say, as a pastor, I can tell you for free, in 2024, I celebrated 25 years in full-time. So I'm now doing like 27 years in full-time ministry this year. So I've been around for a while. And I can tell you for free that religion is more dangerous than the devil. Religion has caused more trouble for people than the devil himself. And guess what? Christianity is not a religion. It's a relationship with your Creator. When you practice Christianity as a religion, you are going to be a pawn in the hands of charlatans behind the pulpit that will tell you one thing today, tell you another thing tomorrow, because you don't know God for yourself. If you practice Christianity as a religion, you're going to be a victim of the myopic, inexperienced, inexposed interpretation of the scripture of the people you listen to. So when that man in the state of poverty comes in contact with religion, religion will now jump from level 1 to level 5 and say, this your problem is spiritual. So let us deal with the spirit of poverty. You need to do 3 days dry. You need to do vigil. There's an altar in your father's house. All these things are incomplete. They are not incorrect, but they are incomplete. Yeah, there are demons. Yeah, there are curses. Yeah, there are altars. But this issue is not an altar matter. Because guess what? Are you ready for this? The spirit of poverty is not omnipotent, it's not omnipresent, and it's not omniscient. So if there is a spiritual matter, once we have prayed and done what we need to do, it means that the spirit has been dealt with. Have you wondered? I'm a pastor. Have you noticed that if you are a Christian and you go to church, when the pastor begins to say the power of God is here, it's the same people falling down. The same people shaking. In fact, you will know some people, sister, you will know some people. It's as if you can't go there. Anytime you go there, you know the end. So me 10 years in church, that demon has not left you. Who is fooling who now? Hello? So you need to understand that ignorance is not a demon. You can't cast it out. So many of the issues, they are not spiritual matter. The demon has gone. The demon of poverty is not omnipresent. So what the demon of poverty or the spirit of poverty does, you will see all this is in the new book now, is that when that spirit comes, it will now install software and program into people, and the demon or spirit will go to another place. So most of the time, the demon you are fighting, as you'll be shocked that devil may not have visited Nigeria for the past 300 years. I'm telling you, if you see devil now, he will tell, Nigeria, how is Nigeria now? I've not been there for like 150 years now. I hope my guys are doing well. He has installed software. And there are now people that are propagating and perpetuating the software. Hello? Are you getting what I'm saying now? So most of the time, when you move from state, they go to spirit. Please listen. Many of the problems in your life has nothing to do with the spirit anymore. Especially for those of you that claim to be Christian. The day you got born again, the power of that spirit is broken. The day you became conscious that you don't want it anymore, and you told God, change my story, He has answered. But the issue is like the colonial masters. Even though the spirit has gone, there are softwares that He installed. Those softwares, those programs that have been programmed into you is what is running your life. That's what the monkeys were experiencing. I hope you know that the person pouring water has gone. The person may have even died. But the people that encountered the water, fingers are not equal. Are you a finger? Are you a finger? Fingers may not be equal, but destinies are equal in God. Hello? Are you getting something? So, poverty is what? A spirit. A mindset. An habit. A lifestyle and a state. So, in order for you to break free, which is what we're looking at now, poverty is in levels, but the mindset level is the real issue. So what is that mindset level? That software that has been put into you that now leads you into the habit. It is that mindset that makes you to have the habit of not saving. What are we saving for? Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Nino Lowo is a mindset that led to that habit. So, are you seeing where poverty comes from now? So the spirit is no more there. But now your mindset leads to habits. Come and invest. You want me to dupe you? All these people that lie, it's fake. Everything na lie, na lie, na lie. My mother will always say, if you say you will close your eyes for evil people to pass by, good people will also pass by without you knowing. So you become pessimistic. You become a negative person. You fight everything. You fight rich people. Have you seen how people are angry with the rich? Anytime you see people, these rich people, you are just angry. Whatever you fight, you cannot attract. You can't. That's why I have problem with people talking against Nigeria. Shit country, stupid country. You mean you are in a stupid country? You are in a God-forsaken country? How can you curse a nation and the nation you curse produce for you? The same Nigeria that you say is bad, people are doing billions every year. Banana no spoil, it remain. Hello, banana no spoil, it did here. So it is that mindset that we need to deal with. Because you cannot pray your way out of a problem that you behaved your way into. By Monday now, we are starting 40 days of fasting and prayer in this church. But guess what? I know enough to be balanced. That's why we will do prayer, but we are starting another series on Sunday morning. How to create your success story. 25 weeks. So as we are fasting and praying, we are bringing the super on the natural. Because the super remains super without the natural. Natural will remain natural without the super. Is a combination, collaboration, connection between the super and the natural that produces supernatural results. You cannot build something on nothing. Hello? Are you getting me now? If you put $1 million and a bunch of banana in front of a monkey, the monkey will choose banana all the times. Are you seeing how powerful mindset are? These monkey people. Put $1 million here now. And then put a bunch of banana here. And open the door for monkeys to come. They will all leave the $1 million. They will be fighting over the banana. But if that monkey can just realize that, come on, if I get this $1 million, I can plant a whole orchard and plantation. And I can have enough banana for my generation. While other people are fighting for the banana, he will go for the money. Have you ever heard of the bumblebee? The bumblebee. You know the bumblebee has a very big body, but a small head. According to science, the bumblebee is not supposed to be able to fly. Because in the calculation of wingspan, wing weight, body weight, bumblebee is not supposed to fly. So there is no science that could have allowed the bumblebee to fly. But do you know why the bumblebee is able to fly? He's not aware of the calculation. He's not aware. So as long as the bumblebee is not aware that it's not supposed to fly, it's flying. There are many things you can do, but they have told you cannot. And because they told you cannot, Konsheru is not somebody like you. Who do you think you are? When Jide did it, he failed. Shakira tried it, she failed. They have told you so many things, so you have borrowed fear. And the fear you borrow has kept you where you are. If you don't step out of the boat, you will not walk on water. But I'm happy to announce to you that this year, 2026, you are stepping out. You are stepping out, because this year is all-round newness, new beginning, new testimony, new song, new level, new platform. So the foundation for building true and lasting wealth is developing a wealth mentality, because it will help you to create wealth and to attract wealth. Now, you need to become wealthy in order to attract wealth. You need to become wealthy in order to attract wealth. A lot of people are always concerned about what they need to do instead of who they need to become. So the question many people ask is, what must I do? What can I do? what should I do? We are focusing on do. But it's not about what you do. It's about who you are. So you have to become it to attract it. Hello? Now, a man comes to Jesus. I'm going to Bible now. And he says to Jesus, "Sir, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" It's a simple question. But when Jesus was there to answer, he said, "Except a man be." Oga, kill and down. I said, "What must I do?" You are saying, "Except I be." It's because he was solving the real problem. It's not about what you do. It's about who you become. I hope you know, if you pick an electrical appliance with on button, off button, forward, pause, rewind, and you start pressing all the button without plugging the appliance to electricity, I hope you know that all the button will not work. There is nothing wrong with the button, but there is no connection. So most of the time, when you are talking about what must I do, you are asking for the buttons, but you are supposed to be connected first. The buttons are not useless. So when you see people say, "Hey, all these things is a scam," all this motivational speaker, aspire to Akaya, and then, I don't have that. No problem. If you don't want to be motivated, be demotivated. It's your choice. All these people that are just using you, no problem. If you don't want to be used, be useless. It's your choice. Hello? But you need to understand that principles are universal. But the application of those principles, they are personal, contextual, and geographical. The fact that you applied it and it did not work does not make the principle to be fake. It means there is an underlying factor. Hello? So, except a man be. So, you have to become wealthy to attract wealth. So, being is the first thing. When you become the kind of person that can be trusted with wealth, when you become the kind of person that can undo what you are looking for, you are now in a better position to begin to do what needs to be done. So you be, then you do, then you have. So repeat after me. Being comes before doing, and doing comes before having. So you have to become wealthy to attract wealth. It's an inside job. It's an inside job. Now, let me share a few things with you. Are you ready? How do I become wealthy? You must become wealthy to attract wealth. Being comes before having, and it comes before being, then doing, and having. So how do I become wealthy? Because the real issue is not the wealth. It's about you becoming. The version of you that exists right now cannot undo what you are asking for. That's the issue. I hope you know that what you are dreaming for is somebody's coins. Hope you know. You are looking for 10 million. There are people that will give you 10 million and they won't even know that anything is missing. There are people that have in their wardrobe, in their ceiling, they have like $3 million sitting there in the wardrobe somewhere. Their house girls, house boy, and driver are stealing $13,000 every week for the past 1 month. They don't even know anything is missing. There are people buying cars of 15 million for a side chick. Hello? That is in 300 level in the university. Hello? There are people that will use 5 million to just say, use for weekend. So all the things you are dreaming for is somebody else's coins. Hello? So how do you become? Because I want to make money. I want to make money. If I give you 1 billion now, what will you do with it? That's why you will know that you are not even ready for what you're asking for. I hope you know that some of you, if you have 10 million cash now, cash in before a cash, you will not sleep till tomorrow. Even carrying the money, you'll be thinking that now everybody's looking at you. Nobody's looking at you because you'll be thinking, therefore anybody comes, you'll be looking at it. It's as if they are following you. Nobody is following you. It's just showing that you are not there yet. When you get home, you will lock door. locked room. Under the bed, you put it there. You will close window. You will just be under bondage because you have. That's why you will know that money is a spirit. If you close your eyes, you wake up, you go under again. You will start dreaming that somebody has collected the money. That's why you will realize that you are not there yet. Hello? Dangote said in order for him to be sure that he's rich, he went to the bank. He withdrew the money. Said, give me cash. He carried it home. Nobody followed him. It's a process. He carried the money home, slept till the next day. Said, so they didn't pursue me. They didn't come to collect it. It's my own. He now went back and dropped it. He said, hey, now I know. Not that I have money in the spirit. In all of you that are doing crypto. Who are you? Crypto. You say you are crypto. You have money in the spirit realm. And you are poor in the physical. There are 5 ways to become rich. I'll give you 3 because you didn't pay. Is it not a free meeting? You want to be collecting. When you don't pay attention. But I know you will pay attention because you are serious people. For you to come out today, you are serious. You know, some people, they have done dirty December in nightclub. Then when they finish all their dirty life, they will now come on the 31st to say they want to cross over with God. I know there is a difference between God the Father and Godfather. Small God, big God. We know your God is in Abuja. Okay, so 5 ways to become wealthy. Number 1, you become wealthy by knowledge. So you have to become it to attract it. You become wealthy by knowledge. If you're a medical doctor, you don't become a medical doctor by prayer. If you're an engineer, you don't become an engineer by fasting. If you're a lawyer, you do not become a lawyer because somebody laid hands on you and destroyed the altar of your father's house. The way you became a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, a pilot is because you gave attention to a body of knowledge consistently for a period of time, and when you came out on the other side, you became somebody else. So when you resume school, year 1, your name is John Adeniyi. Your name is Shade Omokudu. By the time you graduated, when they say, hello, how are you? What's the name? You say, I am Barrister Shade. Shade Lurukwe. How did you become Barrister Shade? It's because over a period of time, you gave attention to it. But when you came out on the other side, you could not even tell us your name again without telling us who you have become. When you were entering that medical school, you were Thomas Uchendu. By the time you graduate, and you start pressing, hello, how are you? So what's the name? I'm Dr. Thomas. Who asked you? Your name is not Dr. Thomas. Your name is Thomas. Doctor is what you do. Thomas is who you are. But you can no more separate it again because you have become. So if you want to become wealthy, read books. Enter into the school of money and begin to grind. Guess what? The uniqueness of the school of money is that there is no graduation. Because the day you stop learning, you start dying. So you keep learning, you keep learning. You see, by the time you learn and learn and learn and learn, you read books, you attend conferences, you attend seminars, you go for training, you go for coaching, you submit to mentorship. One day you just discover that you have become. Your account may not have changed, there will be no money, but you just know that you know that you know that something has changed. So you become by what? By knowledge. So you have to make personal development a project. You have to be committed to your personal development. And I say it this way. You must read the number of books commensurate to your age in any area where you want to become successful. So if you are 35 years old and you want to break free financially, go and gather 35 books on finances. So as you are doing your 10 days fasting, 14 days, 21 days, 40 days, 100 days, I don't know how many one your pastor will measure for you. So whatever your pastor measure for you, whatever your church measure for you, or whatever God measure for you by yourself, as you are doing that and reading the Bible, be reading something that makes you a better person. Listen to me. When we were growing up, by the time you carry books on healing, Charles and Francis Hunter, how to heal the sick, or you carry books on deliverance, be Subrisky, how to cast out demons. By the time you focus on one area of reading, if it's healing, everywhere you go, you will just believe that you will be floating like this. Good morning, Holy Spirit. You will float by you. When you see somebody that is saying the devil is a liar, let us pray. I lay my hands on you, demon of blindness, because you have read something. You have become something. If it's deliverance, when you say, it's a demonic matter. We cast out the devil. The stranger shall hear my voice. Why? Because you have eaten something. If you eat money like that, and you eat wealth creation like that, everywhere you go, when people see problem, you see opportunity. Everywhere you go and say it's not working, say, money hides in problems. That problem is money. Hello? So you become by what? Number 2. You become by losses. You won't see this anywhere. It's in the new book now. I'm bringing it out. You become by losses. You lose. You know why many of you are where you are? When you lost money, you say, I will not do it again. Many of you lost money in the stock market. You have not returned. But in the last 3 years, the stock market in Nigeria is one of the best in the world. In the last 2 years. How many of you know that? But many of you have not tried again. Because you are a monkey in 2008 monkey. What is so MLS? What happened? 2008. I will never do stocks again in my life. But you say you will not do stocks, but you did MMM. You say you will never do it again, but you did CBES. Oluwadara. Come see vex. As people they vex for CBES. Who say you message? Why you refuse to learn? Hello? You become by losses. What do I mean by that? Listen and listen well. In every educational level you go through, you have to pay what is called a school fees. But guess what? When you now graduate, many of us think that because we have graduated now, we are no more in school. We don't need to pay school fees. Life is a school. And you are forever learning and never graduating. But moving from one dimension to the other. So the losses I'm talking about, they are the school fees that life will charge you for the lessons it will teach you. So when you invested 600,000, your friend came with a very powerful business idea. He said, let us put money together. And everything looked good on paper. You put 600,000 till tomorrow. 6,000 has not come out. Your 600,000 has entered voicemail. So I would never trust anybody again in my life. No matter what they say. No, it's called a business plan. It's a plan. Someone say plan. There is no business plan that goes according to plan. That's why it is called a plan. Because there are factors you cannot control. But it does not mean that when you now see the next one, you say, no, you keep doing. So listen and listen well. Those money you lose is not really a loss, it's school fees. Because the lessons you learn through the losses you make are the wealth of experience that brings wealth into your life. So when you call us now to come and be a consultant, how am I going to consult for you in something I have never been through? It's because I have an area view. Because I've been there before. I can now look at your case and say, I know where the problem is. Don't worry, pay us 60 million and then we'll do this, it will happen here. Don't worry. Because we have been there. So it is through consulting, we'll now collect back all the money we lost. Hello? So you become by what? By loss. How much have you ever lost money before? That's part of your training. You are becoming. Hello? You are what? You are becoming. Now let me say this. What I'm saying now, you don't need to agree. There are people that have disagreed with me. It took them 10 years to come and agree. Some 15 years. Some 2 years. No problem. I'm not God. I'm not infallible, so you can disagree. Are you ready for the next, on the same losses? You must lose. Are you ready? At the level you want to operate in. Yeah. So if you want to be a millionaire and you have never lost millions, forget it. Oh, are you ready? For you to be a millionaire, confirm, you must lose in hundreds of millions and multiple millions. You see, as you are losing millions, you will now settle in a place where millions become like nothing. Because you have conquered that level. If you want to now be a billionaire, you will lose in billions. So if you sit down with anybody that tells you they are rich, ask them, how much have you lost? I've never lost any money. He's a liar. Yeah, he's not. He's just faking. He's deceiving you. Sit down with anybody. Hello? Sit down with anybody. Why do you think that Dangote, have you ever heard Dangote's voice? The way you have heard his voice in the last 1 year? Everything Dangote has done all his life is for such a time as this. If this refinery fails, you will see how a billionaire can become poor. Do you know how much he's owing? Billions of dollars. Engine on that refinery. But one party will do money doing press conference. What are you talking? You will be shocked. You see, have you read the last book? You see how much he was owing? 230 billion. Billion, you. You see, when you see billionaires, don't envy them. Big head is big headache. It's big responsibility. So you must also, if you are sitting down here right now, you have been losing 200,000, 800,000, and you are crying. Oh Lord, make me a millionaire. Forget it. Oh. Those prayers cannot be answered. And I don't need you to agree. Your experience will tell you. So when people say, Olumide Emmanuel, do you know how much I've lost? At a point, I was in debt of like 8 billion. At a point, I had 89 court cases. 89. EFCC every week, the collected pastor every week I'll be going. When I'm going, like my wife might say, let's pray for your daddy that he will return. One day I sat down. I said, God, what's all this? I didn't steal anybody. I'm trying to help these people. He said, you say you want to be a billionaire, confirm. By the time I look at the 8 billion in debt, I say, yeah. But you know, I didn't even know how rich I was until that problem came. Because you know, when you are not doing it for money, you're just doing it. Then one day they said, no, we need to go and do investigation on this company. For EFCC to investigate you and say bye-bye. In fact, the man looked at me. No, it's not even the man that started. There's a lady there that was a Muslim. She looked at me and said, sir. He said, I've been watching you. He said, I'm a Muslim. He said, I've studied the whole case and I've been watching. He said, I watch the way you come, you just sit down. You even be feeling sorry for the people. I'm only trying to help them. You will see the truth. He said, I kept waiting. Let this be true. He said, because me and this pastor will show this. I said, but at the end of the day, I said, thank you. For help. He said, I'm a Muslim, but thank you for helping us to know that there are still real people in this thing. Thank you. And I have customers there now that are buying. They are now my customer. They say, this is the one we want to buy. Hello? We went to anti-fraud. They now said they should go and do the research to check the whole company. By the time they did all the research, they now saw that we are owing 8-point-something billion in quotes. Not really owing, but you know. But the asset of the company is multiple times of that. So, if I have to say, come on, we have, if Nigeria wants to work, they work. Oh. I hope you know there's something they can plug into your account. And your accounts will drop from day one. I went to FCC, I saw a pile of like this, GCP like this. They said, forget all this one, you talk now, see your account. You open the account 2003, you open it and see everything, we don't check. The same people can say, you say you are the owner of the company. Say, well, you have not collected any money. I say, I'm not collecting, it's my company. What am I collecting? I'm not a poor man. Hello? So when they did that, when I saw it, I got to, I said, babe, I'm a rich man. When I saw the ass, I'm like, did you know? Look, you will lose money. That's what will make you. So when I began to question God, why? He said, but it's the making of you. See, I'm making you. So now when you enter that realm, you will now begin to raise other billionaires. Then you'll be able to tell them. They will now begin to come and learn. Because see, when you go through life, I hope you know when you are in primary school, primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, GS, right? Then you do primary 2, primary 5, you come out. When you are doing the primary school, every year you are going from one class to the other. But you know that one class to the other you are going to, you will write exam. But they are all internal exam. But for you to go to secondary school, you will now write an external exam that will reveal the strength or the weakness of the curriculum of your local school. For you to move to the next level, there is a big one that comes. It's the big trouble, the big challenge, the big test. When you do secondary school, same thing. Then you now write WAEC. A big one. Then you do investing. You write. So that's the way life goes. Hello? That's the way life what? 89 court cases. I won 87. And the two, they say go and settle out of court that there's no case here. But do you know what that does? It took me through 5 years of a wilderness experience. Because you have to settle case first before you can make. Anytime you make that, say, hey, Mr. Man, shut up. But case is there. And with the days of social media, where they will judge you before they get the fact. And by the time the fact come out, they will say it's PR. Hello? So you do what? You become by losses. So whenever you lose money, cry. But wake up quickly and try again. Don't say, I will never. No, you will. You are not a failure because you fail. You are a failure because you refuse to stand up and try again. So if you see any rich man, any wealthy man, they will tell you how they have lost money. So I recommend the third last book for you. He sold houses. I sold all my houses in America to pay debt. All. But guess what? By doing that, the land, because what led to it is simple. Bring money for us to use to buy land. And we'll give you return. That's all. I will collect money from people and we're buying the land and the lands were there. But 2014 happened. Naira. We're all going to Dubai. We're at the airport that day. And we're looking at the list. Dollar was 160 naira to a dollar. We did not know that in less than 3 months, it will go to 400 and something. And that's how debt came because of foreign exchange. And I learned many lessons. Lesson number 1, never collect foreign investment for Naira business. Hello? That's the first lesson. Because we're exposed to over $1 million. And $1 million was supposed to just be 150 million. Because $100,000 was 50 million. So $1 million that was supposed to be 150 million, we ended up paying 450 million to return 1 million in a space of 4 months. And my thinking was, let's settle abroad first. Since I'm in Nigeria, I'm not going anywhere. They know I'm a pastor, I cannot lie. I settled everybody abroad. Paid all the money down. The second mistake is don't collect a short-term fund for long-term investment. Those are mistakes I made. So by the time I finished paying everybody abroad, I now made the greatest mistake, which is not a mistake, but it's a mistake in a chaotic system. The law of integrity is open communication. Honest. So I use my hand. I use my hand to write letter to everybody to say, update. We have been running this investment for 16 years. We don't have any problem. However, in the last 1 year, it's been, you know what's happening in the economy, but we are happy to announce to you, I thought I was doing the right thing, that we have paid up every foreign investment to keep our interest. Since the asset is here in Nigeria and it's visible, so we are now writing to you to let you know we can no more continue the way we used to continue. So all of you, we have houses, we have land. Come and collect house. Come and collect land for your money. If you say you don't want land, you don't want house, give us authorization to be paying you small as the funds come in, but no more interest. Interest will stop. That's how the gate of hell open up. That's why some people run away from Nigeria. It's not because they are bad. They already know that people don't love you. They love what you do for them. Hello? A guy invested 8 million. He has collected interest of 14 million on his 8 million. And he said he will collect again. And I looked at him and said, you have collected 14. Buy it, come along. He said, no, that's not the agreement. I still have 8 more years to go. Are you sure we became now? So when you see us talking with the boldness, we have become something you cannot understand. You can name it anything. Number 3, how do you become? You become by sacrifice. You become by sacrifice. You see, whenever you see people arguing, all this argument about giving, about tithing, and no problem, it's poor people's discussion. It's poor people's discussion. you want to become, you become by sacrifice. What you are willing to walk away from is a proof of what you have conquered. Giving and investing is the same psychological process. Hello? How do you know when you invest, you walk away? Open it will produce. When you drop your offering too, you walk away. It's the same psychological process. So if you don't know how to drop money and walk away, you will not be able to invest. It's the same psychological process. If the ability to take 10% of your income and drop it and move on is a challenge, you will not be able to take 10% and save it and walk away. It's the same process. So to become wealthy, you become by sacrifice. You keep giving to people. You keep giving to causes. You keep giving to projects. Because the ultimate of wealth is not for you to be blessed, but for you to be a blessing. To be impactful. So, let's move on. I'll give you 3. That's enough Christmas gift. 5, a little song. When you buy the book, you'll see the remaining inside. So simply put, you need to have a wealth mentality in order to become wealthy. Don't forget, that's what we're dealing with. Developing what? A wealth mentality. So now let's go into the meat of it. What then is this wealth mentality we're talking about? What is wealth mentality? Wealth mentality is a way of thinking that produces wealth in your life in 3 ways. Wealth mentality is a way of thinking that produces wealth in your life in 3 ways. We're going to look at them, but just notice when you say wealth mentality, it's a way of thinking. So your thinking matters. As he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we talk about thinking. We talk about thinking. We need wealth mentality. So what are the 3 ways? Number 1, by supporting thoughts and behaviors directed at achieving wealth. By supporting thoughts and behavior directed at achieving wealth. So when you say you have wealth mentality, it means that you are thinking in such a way that all your thoughts, all your behavior is about achieving wealth. It's about multiplying what you have. It's about ensuring that you are not on the same level. So when money comes into your hand, you are not thinking of what to spend it on. You are thinking of what to invest it on. So it's a way of thinking that works by, number 1, supporting thoughts and behaviors directed at achieving wealth. Number 2, by compelling you to automatically think about, recognize, and take advantage of wealth building opportunity. By compelling you to automatically think about, recognize, and take advantage of wealth building opportunity. So once you get to this realm, every time you are moving around, your mind is operating in such a way that you are thinking about opportunities. You are easily able to recognize opportunities. You are able to easily take advantage of opportunities. We have said over and over again, the word POUR is an acronym for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. So when you see poor people, one of the characteristics of the poor is that they sneer at opportunity. They are pessimistic about opportunity. Every opportunity they see what will go wrong instead of what will go right. And what if it does not work? What if it works? Even if it does not work, at least you now know what will not work. You know better. So it's very, very important for you to know that this is part of the wealth building mindset. A wealth mentality, you're always thinking about. You are able to easily identify opportunity. You are able to easily recognize opportunity. And I can tell you, in the journey of life, many of the things that we have been privileged to produce is because we saw opportunities where others saw challenges. Money hides in problems. You should know that by now. So most of what people are calling a problem, That's actually money. If you're able to solve the problem, you become the solution provider, because money flows in exchange for goods and services and in exchange for products. I was in the UK many years ago, sitting down watching the TV. Ibis Hotel, 1 Romford Road, Stratford. And I was watching the TV, and the news was going on. And while the news was going on, they said that this company has folded up, that company has folded up, they have filed for bankruptcy, and the camera was showing all the offices and everything. This is what wealth mentality does. I was not hearing the news, I was seeing the opportunities. So I'm like, I saw this company now have folded up. Look at that computer, look at that television, look at that duplicate. So all these things that they have, what will now happen to it? Do you understand? My mind was seeing what others were not seeing. So I call one of my friends, I say, man of God, on the company to fold up, say, since all those things, I say, auction, I'm going to say auction warehouse. That there's an auction warehouse where they can auction it, they'll just sell it anyhow. I say, can I go to? He said, no, you have to have auction license. You know this UK. I said, okay, do you know anybody that has? That's how the journey started, though. Because what you are looking for, you will find. When the student is ready, the teacher will show up. The person I was asking has been in UK for years. He didn't understand what I was understanding. That singular news and what I saw shifted the game. Hello? It shifted the game. That's how I started buying things. I went there and I saw that there's this particular set of duplicator that you can even use to write a book, everything. It's like very tall like that. I know you've seen it in the business center in those days. Very tall like this with level. They say it's 200 pounds. I said, 200 pounds. And 200 pounds then was 250 naira. So that's 50,000 naira for a whole duplicator. When I called Nigeria, they say it's 1.2 million. I said, 50,000 naira. 1.2 million. So I called the people that do door to door. How much per kilo? They say £3.50 per kilo. If I tell you the multiple millions I made from that deal. But how did I see it? Many of us were watching the news. Hello? But not all of them made news. I was in the US one day, and I was watching the news, and I saw people destroying houses like area boy, breaking glasses, I said, They said their houses have been foreclosed, that they couldn't pay their mortgage. And I started seeing houses upon houses, houses upon houses, that nobody was there. And they were interviewing people. This is just bad. This is just fact. Even I don't know what's happening. You know, I pay for 12 years now, and now they just checked me out of my house. I'm just tired of this government. They were just talking. I said, I picked my phone again. All right. I'm just watching news now. Now in Florida, so all these houses, what will now happen? They say, auction, they foreclosure. I say, hey, the lesson of London has prepared me for the lesson of America. Hello? They say it's auction, it's foreclosure. Thank you. It's foreclosure that they will auction it. How can I do that? You need auction license. To cut it on so short, that's how we connected. Guess what? They now made me to know that you can buy a whole house for $10,000. Now, so he shocked you, he shocked me. In Nigeria then, that $10,000 was 4.5 million. And I was telling myself, why will I be spending 4.5 million to buy land when I can use $10,000 to buy a whole house and be collecting rent? You know, sometimes you say, is it true? Is it fake? But because you have a vision. So I went to speak in the church for a weekend conference. I finished, they gave me $10,000 offering. I said, Oluwa, it's working. When I finished, I said, did they buy my book? They said they bought book about $3,000. In one place, I got $13,000 for a 3 days job. I did all my covenant obligation. I said, hey, guy, that house. That's how I bought the first house. $10,400. $10,400. How much are we going to repair it? $4,000. We repaired. That house started bringing $750 every month. 2009 to date. That's how I started gathering people. At a point, we had 42 of those houses. What if I didn't buy them? When trouble came, it was the same houses. I was able to now sell at $100,000, $200,000 to settle debt. But the debt I was settling, you know what it was doing? I was settling the land that people would have collected for 200,000, for 500,000. The land is still there now, 15 million, 20 million, sitting down. You see, we don't think that you are going through a trouble. It's a process. Hello? Do you know what happened? I now came back to Nigeria. I said, my people must be free. Buy a house in America for 5 million naira. You can go online, you'll see it on Facebook. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. I was paying money in Sheraton, paying money in Abuja, paying money in Port Harcourt, doing seminar everywhere for people to come and buy a house in America. Nobody bought. Not one person. Every advert I do, fake pastor. Face your ministry. Who do you want to deceive? Are you a pastor or a businessman? 5 million naira for a house in America. Or today. Nobody believed because it was too ridiculous to be believed. Hello? I will do seminar, pay for hotel, book. One seminar I went to, nobody came. Yeah, Sheraton Hotel, nobody. And our guys. So we just gisted for like 3 hours, gisted, then we closed, I went. I went to one in Abuja, 6 people. In a hall of 100 people, 6 people. So we just came to check. So, where is the house? I said, no, there is no house. I just want to give you the information. This is how we're going to go. We will now order. So you will go. We will first pay. I said, it's auction. You have to pay NS money deposit. You first drop 1,000 in the escrow. I was explaining language that the escrow got. He was Pablo Escabo. So when people insult us today, no be today. Number 3, wealth mentality. It drives you to structure your lifestyle to preserve and continue to grow the wealth that you have created. When you have a wealth mentality, you don't live anyhow. I don't know why. I will go back to the $10 book again. When you read that book, you will know. You know one of the reasons why I love that book? Many reasons. But one of the reasons why I love the book is because it validated everything I've been teaching. So now people can now see that, okay, because now somebody in that realm has brought out the secret. He validated many of the things I've been saying. And number 2, he spoke truth. I don't agree with all the things he did, but it just shows you truth. The way this nation works, the way things work, he spoke everything there. I was on the plane coming back from a trip, either from Abuja or one of these states, and someone was sitting next to me in business class. And he greeted me when I came, oh, bless you, sir. So I knew that he knew me. Oh, it's an honor to sit next to you. So, but when we now sat down, I brought out the book and I started reading. I just noticed that the guy did not talk to me anymore. I didn't say, I just thought maybe he's respectful. Maybe let me not disturb the man of God. I kept reading. At the point, it's as if he couldn't say, excuse me, sir, why are you reading this book? Now, what are you reading here? That I don't understand. With all that you know, do you agree with all those things? These are the people that spoil this country. He was just talking. What are you reading here? So I asked him, I said, sorry, have you read it? I don't have time. How can I be giving rich people money? They are rich. They still want to collect our money. The book is very expensive. I said, hell. I said, the book is actually a very fantastic book. So I began to share some things with him. Why am I reading it? I said, because that's what I do for a living. I'm into the financial sector. I mentor people. I need to know what's happening. I need to know. So I'm reading it and reading it. I'm like, wow, this is a good book. So I began to share some things with him. But I was feeling that. And that's how many poor people behave. So all these people, they won't get money. They will come sell book again. They'll come buy book again. They'll come add to their riches. No problem. Keep your poverty. It's okay. By driving you, wealth mentality, to structure your lifestyle, to preserve and continue to grow the wealth you have created. He bought houses upon houses upon houses. It was all those 120 something luxury apartments that he now sold, if you read the book, to now pay his debt and settle himself in income. He said he could have bought a private jet, but he chose not to. He was now grateful that he did not buy private jets. Let me tell you something for free. Whenever you see people flaunting money, they are poor. So when you see all those people that will put dollar on the table or put money and they'll be sharing money on social media, they are mentally poor people. You see, there is a kind of money you labor for that you don't spend like that. But you see, because many of you don't understand that there is even fake money and there is ambi money. Flyer, ambi, you don't know. You think it's real money, so you are just killing yourself for nothing. When you have wealth mentality, you don't live anyhow. Many of you have more clothes than I have. You have more shoes than I have. Because you are trying to prove a point that does not exist. Hello? If you spend every money now, my wife knows, my children know, you, my small boy knows that we are not poor. But the fact that the money is available does not mean it must be spent. So one of my joys when my son said, "Hey, Dad, I need this. Can it fit into the budget? Is it the budget?" I said, "No, it's not in the budget. It's not happening." We still had a discussion about something. He was asking for this money. He said, "I said, no, don't be in a hurry." He said, "You promise." I said, "When did I promise?" He said, "You promised that when I'm 13." I said, "Are you 13? I said, "Why are you in a hurry? You have 4 months to go. We are already in the 2026. Relax." Hello? Structure, look. The kind of blessing that God has blessed me with, I cannot operate the way some of my friends are operating. You know why? Most of my friends are older than me. Most of my friends did not have the experience that I have. You know why? Many of my friends, they are in what we call empty nest. All their children have graduated university. Some of them are already grandparents. Me, I have a 12-year-old boy. Don't deceive yourself. School fee ship on waju. So even if I have the money, when I sit down and I ask, because you see, your last born plus 20 years is your deliverance. You that you are giving birth, your wife is getting pregnant every year. You are giving birth like sardine, as if you are trying to win an award. Just they play, go on song. So the day you give birth to your last born, add 20 years to your life. That's the day you'll be free, potentially, not fully free, potentially free from school fees. And many of you have not even started paying school fees. And many of you are praying that your children will go and school abroad and you don't have any dollar investment. Are you seeing think about it. 1 million naira in 2005, 2006 was $7,000. Look at the difference now. So imagine if in that 2006, you invested $7,000 instead of 1 million. And that 1 million equivalent is bringing dollars for you. Do you know what the difference will be? The house of $10,400 is now $380,000. Hello? But the land of 4.5 million then is also over 200 million now. Are you seeing the difference? Time. So I don't compare myself with anybody. So if you are sitting down here right now, you are 40, and your wife is still about to get pregnant for another one. By the time they now give birth to the child at 41, it means that at the age of 61, your mama say PTA, you'll be going for PTA meeting. You don't understand. You have no idea. I'm telling you, you have no idea. So I don't compare myself with them. I will not spend money the way they spend money. They say, you are an Igbo man, you are too stingy, but no problem. Whatever you like, call it. All their children have gone, many of them, their children are working. They don't have any other expenses. No responsibility, no nothing. They have their house, they have everything. They now want to compare themselves with me that still have GSS boy. As you might say GSS, as you might say SS, as you might say university, as you might say masters. That's what wealth mentality does. It helps you to structure your life in such a way This pantry we are doing now, ask anybody. As I say, you see this pantry thing? Pantry will take 5 years to grow. And once it grow after 5 years, it will be producing money for the next 70 years. I said, do you think I'm going to sit down with you people to be discussing pantry matter? I say, add 10 years to my life. You think I'll be talking pantry? No. I said, all of you have to grow up, we'll structure it very well, and everything has to be working. You people will be the MD, you'll be the CEO. You think I'll be sitting down with you people for the next 40 years, come back with pantry? Hello? I will put money in the pantry so that the pantry will pay the school fees of... by the time the guy is entering university, the pantry no matter what school here. So let's begin to move towards the end of this, my first session. What are the 4 underlying factors? 4 underlying factors of a wealth mentality. 4 underlying factors. Number 1, it enables wealth-building actions to become habitual. So saving should become an habit. Investment should become an habit. Habitual. So saving should not be something you struggle with. Investment should not be something you struggle with. So people call me from time to time. Sir, have you heard there's this business? Oh, there's this shares. So I have 2 stockbrokers that I use. And I've given them a blank check for every opportunity in Nigeria. So if you know any opportunity, any stock, any shares that is about to blow, you get any inside information, just call me. Oh. They are doing any private placement, anything, and that's it. So many of you don't understand that there's so much money going on in the market in Nigeria now. Hello? And when you have somebody on the inside whose primary assignment is stockbroking, they know what others don't know because they have privileged information. Hello? So there are opportunities like that. So that's what it does. Wealth building action becomes habitual. Nobody needs to tell you to save. It's autoresponder. Every month you just know that this is an account. Every money there is for saving. It's for investment. So you already have the money waiting for the opportunity. Number 2, it prevents self-sabotage and wasteful lifestyle. Many of you are self-sabotaging. Your bungalow is in your wardrobe. You fix eyelashes, you fix nails, you fix hair. They are not fixing your life. Bone straight. Your life is not straight. Bag and shoe to match. Your destiny is not matching your bank account. See all these guys, they'll be wearing sneakers of $700 with the Nimewa. What do you call baleti? $700 sneakers times 10. That's $7,000. And 1 plot of land you don't have. Go to the gym, muscular prosperity, 6-pack. You don't have 6 figure. You wear 3-piece suit with bow tie like a penguin. You don't have 3 plot of land. That's how many sisters have been deceived. You know, some of these guys almost starch, white starch. The shirt is very arrogant. Fine guys with bearded gang. Then when you marry them, you bear the pain. Self-sabotage. Many of the money you should have used to plan your life, you have finished it in December. How far? Welcome to the new year. School fees and house rents. And you won't collect salary until February. Were you not thinking? That's why people fight pastors. So you already know the covenant of first fruit. You know. Come on, first fruit. Oh, more. Pay January till already. Oh, I use in December. When they paid you 13 months in December and they paid you bonus, common sense should have told you that my December salary will take care of my January expenses, my bonus will take care of my December. There's many free food everywhere in December, so I can plan well. Then when we now enter January of first fruit, you now begin to re-examine scripture. You are now looking for different translation to tell you that first fruit is Old Testament, New Testament. You now enter dichotomy that is not your own. And you now use January to mess up the whole year. You now fast 40 days with disobedience. Number 3, the wealth mentality prevents you from being a victim of change. Changes will always come. When COVID came, many of you saw what happened. But for some of us, it was not a problem. Because by virtue of wealth mentality, we already saved. So we already know that you have to have between 6 to 8 months of your living expenses saved up in cash. We already knew that you have to have multiple streams of income. We already knew that you have to have money in foreign currency. So today now, no matter what happens to the Nigerian currency, no matter what happens to the economy, some of us can never be affected anymore. Why? We have learned by the mistakes we have made to now know how to structure our life so that change will not affect us. Did you not see how dollar moved? From 650, 700, 750 to 1,005, 1,007 was going to 2,000. He even entered 19 for a day or two and came back again. Do you know how many lives have been ruined in the last 2 years? But for some of us, it doesn't matter. Why? Because we have structured our life in such a way that dollar money takes care of dollar expenses. Pounds money takes care of pound. Naira takes care of naira. So it's not going to be... By the time, do you know how many people brought back their children from school to come and school in Nigerian University? Do you know how many people have to let go of their houses in the UK, in the US? People that have relocated. I can tell you stories, fact and figure. I pastor thousands of people, so I can tell you stories. These are not real life. People that had houses in London, that had come to Nigeria, and they were still paying their mortgage. And mortgage in London then, they were paying mortgage of 2,000, and 2,000 was just 5 million naira. So every month they are just sending 5 million in 2,000, and then all of a sudden, it became something else. All these people that did jackpot, do you know what they are going through? You better don't envy anybody. All those people say, where is your family? They are in London. Where is your family? They are in Canada. If you know the sweat under the suit. 2-bedroom like this in Canada, 2-bedroom like this, 2007. $3,000. So somebody that the $3,000, so with 5 million from Nigeria, when you change it to dollar, they'll pay car, this, pay that, you are good. Now, I know the problem. I don't know. I know many of you may be in that, so let me help you. You see, the business in Nigeria, I wish I have a flip chart. That's why they are not only facing financial pressure, their marriages are in shambles. You know why? Because you are here now struggling to gather naira. Before, all you needed was 5 million naira to take care of them in Canada. Now you need 15. Please help me understand. Which job will you be doing in Nigeria that you can easily let go of 15 million monthly to go to Canada? And you two will still take care of yourself and the house here in Nigeria. Whatever business you are doing that can let go of 15 plus your own 5, that means you are taking an average of 20 million times 12. That means you are going to be taking like 300 million from a business in Nigeria to finance a relocation in Canada. That is not generating revenue because your wife is in school or she doesn't have a good job and you are believing God. And then the business here is now dying. Then that's just that one. Then you now want to go and see them. At least, worst case scenario, you do twice a year. So somebody is servicing your wife for you. So you do twice, they will do 10 times. Reality, because when the cold enter, it's your wife that will say, can you please just hug me? You know, it's your wife that will go and ask for hug. Not that they will say, this your wife. She just needs a hug. Because there are cold that winter jacket cannot handle. So to now save yourself, say, no, babe, don't worry, I'll be coming every 3 months. So every 3 months, economy class is 3.5 million. Economy. Then you're a big man, you don't do economy. So that's 9. 9 million times 4, plus all the other. So are you seeing how you spend almost $500 million? Now, the family you are now spending $500 million on, you are not there, your children are growing up without you, your wife sees you as an absentee husband. So upon all the stress you are going through, when she's stressed out, no, what are you even doing? What did you even do for us? You feel angry, you feel bitter, then the covenant will tell you, be a man, relax, have mercy. What did I do for you? Your father and mother combined, could they take you abroad? But you can't say that, Okole Road. Hello? Then you now finally say, okay, maybe I will go twice. And that's twice, maybe it's 2 weeks. You now land. The day you land, you are coming with fire to enter the website. And she's waiting to tell you all the problem that has happened before you came. So when you now call, my baby, is that why you came? Is that why you came? You're not even asking, everything is sex. Is it food? Now food though. I'm telling you things we have to be dealing with in counseling. So for the first 1 week, you are keeping malice. You are fighting. How can you talk to me like that? Am I not your husband? It's my conjugal right. You are arguing Boromiro. Then maybe it's not a day or two before you go. You now say, let's do so that you not say I didn't give you. It's not as if they are doing you a favor. As if you are now one useless boy. The humiliation of marriage. And that's what you are envying. You will now return. Then you get to the office, there are breasts everywhere. Everywhere you go, everything they are giving you, they are serving you on the platter. And somebody is depriving you of something. Hello? You have no idea what people are going through. Why are you crying? Sorry, I didn't plan. Sorry, I didn't know it would cause somebody to be crying. That means it's your, don't worry, the Lord will heal your marriage. The Lord will intervene for you. Camera, please don't show them. So I don't know, I didn't know that somebody will be crying. It's prophetic then. Okay. Number 4. It shields you from multitude of consumer-driven proposition. Consumer-driven proposition. Everywhere you go, everywhere you turn, everybody wants to collect your money. Everybody's coming up with products and services to take their portion from your pocket. It is wealth mentality that helps you to know, this one is not for me, that one is not for me, this one is not for me. That something is raining does not mean you should be a part of it. Because everything that rains will stop raining. But there are some things that will rain forever. That will rain. So you don't have to join every move, every fad. By the time you join every move and every fad, one day you will now wear your own. They say, this is 2002 now. You're like, what do you mean? 2002 as well. My own clothes will never spoil. Your case will not be like the case of people that do Ashwebi for wedding. And the Ashwebi lasted more than the wedding. They say Ashwebi 50K, 70K, 120K, 200. So we now spend 150 to buy Ashwebi. Then 2 weeks later, you now say the marriage is no more. Respect our privacy. Otishi, just the play. Which privacy? Respect your privacy. When you were selling clothes to me, did you consider my privacy? When you brought it to social media, it is no more a private matter. It's now our matter. We are social media in-laws. Respect our privacy. Please, nobody should wear the clothes. Not to save us of the trauma of the pain. Asha 150. Tailor by 15,000. Oh, the 165. We go wear. I will wear it till the fade. In fact, I will use it to do Insta life. So when we talk about wealth, there are 7 components of true wealth. Riches are cash-based, but wealth is asset-based. So, developing a wealth mentality, you need to understand what real wealth is. Wealth is not about cash or money. That's just one out of the 7 dimensions. When you say a man is rich, it's because he has money. When you say a man is wealthy, it's because he has assets. Any fool can be rich. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. You can be a kidnapper and have money. You can sell human organ and have money. You can be an armed robber and have money. You will be rich, but that doesn't make you a wealthy person. So riches are cash-based, but wealth is asset-based. So let's look at the 7 components of true wealth. 7 components of true wealth. Number 1, strategic relationship. Strategic relationships. Multimedia, are you people on break? Strategic relationship. Now, please listen. Who are your friends? Which monkey is in your cage? Hello? Now, choose your monkey. Tell them, say, choose your monkey. Marriage is like a life sentence where you are permitted to choose your cellmate. Because once you marry, it's forever. But you use your hand for you use your hand to choose the soul. That's the same way friendship is. But the difference between marriage and friendship is that in friendship you can hire and fire. So choose your monkey. They say it takes a village to raise a child. You say, I don't do village. You can create your own village. Hello? That's what Moradika and her team will help us see. Create your own village. So I teach in this church, I teach to people. I say, look, we still need villages to raise children. No? So look for other couples that share your value. Let's come together, 5 couples, and sit down and say, look, as a family, we want to be our village to raise our children together. These are our values. If you see my daughter doing anything on social media, tell me, oh, don't say you don't, tell me. If you see my son, Bami Koniko, give people permission to be in your village, to help you raise your child. Look, as a pastor in this church, there are people whose children have done abortion, and the father says, oh no, my daughter is a virgin. I command that will not. Just fool yourself. Hello? Because will you not go and say, no, your daughter is not a virgin? No, she's a virgin. Amen. We thank God. That's the, so you need strategic relationship. There are 3 ships that must be in your life. If you have to sail through life, you need internship, you need apprenticeship, and you need mentorship. Internship, apprenticeship, mentorship. You want to sail through life, you need to choose your friends. Everybody cannot be your friend. If they don't share your value, put them in the outer court. Hello? We had a meeting a few hours ago called the crossover service. The whole of this hall was full. Gallery was full. Outside was full. Like overflow 1, overflow 2, overflow 3. Everywhere was full. Listen to me. There are some people that should be in the overflow. Don't give them front seats. There are some people that are supposed to be sitting in the gallery of your destiny. You give them VIP sitting. It's your fault. Because you allowed people into your inner circle that should be checking from the window. So number 1 is strategic relationship. If you need 1 million now, who will you call? Hello? My story started in 1997, you know. There was something that took place that would have led to medical crisis for my first child in this life. My first fruit. That is now 27 years old, will be 28 years old. And as I was thinking, that's where my depression started from. What if this has happened now? And I needed 100,000. Olumide, do you have anybody in your life that can give you 100,000? So I started thinking, my father cannot give me, my mother cannot give me, my sibling cannot give me. So I realized that my family cannot help me. Then I moved to my friends. All my friends are looking up to me. I realized I'm in the wrong circle. I looked to the church. Even the church cannot raise it. Instead of being, I now got angry at God. Saying, so what are you trying to say? After serving you all this life, should I not be able to raise 100? But many of you are sitting down here right now. If you have cancer now, and all we need is 1 million, you will just die a useless death. Because all your family combined only raise 50K. Oh, Lord, hey, girlfriend. You are just a fool. Moving with useless people. New year don't come. Delete them from your life. We are going to talk palm tree now. We are going to talk land now. They say it's too expensive. We launch book. When you measure the price, this book is 50,000. They say, it's not a problem. It just shows your level. The university is 200,000. It just shows your level. Hello? Don't look. If you be angry, you know your anger doesn't move me. Just be angry and change. Ask yourself now, if they kidnap you and they say, now 5 million, will your family pay? Do you have people that can pay 5 million on your head? That's how you just die in Sambisa Forest. Think. Oh, lowo otuleyon. Double jeopardy. Money you don't have. Relationship you don't have. Hey girlfriend. My guy. Number 2, assets. What assets do you have in your life? What asset do you have? You know, we were deceived in school. They told us an asset is anything you buy with money. So when they say assets, you write my shoe, my work clock, my mattress. It will shock you. Assets. Hello? What's an asset? Anything that appreciates in value. What's an asset? Anything that produces cash flow. So sit down and ask yourself, do I have assets in my life? So that when you have opportunity, you start acquiring assets. If you buy one plot per annum or build one house every 5 years, you can never be poor for the rest of your life. Never. Where you are now, we bought this land 70,000. First 4 plots, 70,000, 280. That's 280,000. We raise the money, we levy people per family by force. This one is not free will offering. By fire, by force. 280, everybody pay. Hello? The next set we bought at 100,000. The next set we bought, final set we bought at 250 for 4 plots. 1 million. And we gave the man a car. Somebody sold the seed of a car. So we gave the car plus money to pay. Then I came to the people and said, people, if you know what this place was like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 27 years ago, this was a dunghill. You know the way Orioke was? That's where this place was. We brought trucks. We were carrying dirt away from here. This place was water. By the time you put a rod inside, it's 8.6 feet inside. It's water where you are now. People came here and said, everything is in my Paris. Who took him there? How can you go and buy? These things are on video. That this guy forget it, he has missed it. I stood on this altar and I was telling them, Akonwojo is the next Allen Avenue. That I see skyscrapers all over. You need to plug in now. I said, this place will be a place people will come from all over the world. Oh, this pastor. We still show this video on Sunday where I was prophesying, pouring oil. I see building. I see house. We still show the video of 25 years ago when I was prophesying of what will happen in Akonwojo. They were looking at me. I stood on the pulpit and I told my member, I said, all the land on this street, all of you, if you have money put together, go and start buying. Because very soon, I was going to toilets. You know, all of us were sharing toilet. The toilet was behind here. We were all sharing toilet. So I went inside the toilet. They were talking about me. Say, Pastor, you come and all about Delhi on Isha. And it's really they were talking about. Oh boy, Isha. They were talking about me. Develop. Bountifully. Now, can you imagine this pastor? He's deceiving us. We should go and buy this bush. Then later, he will now come so that we can help him develop the place. Then later, he will now tell us to sow it back. Not one of my member, but from here all the way to the road, not one of my church member bought land here. From here all the way to the end, not one church member. I didn't have money too, so it's not as if I was rich. But I kept thinking, Lord, I must not miss this opportunity. So when I started making money, I started looking for land on the same street. I bought my own 500 per plot. You see a building there now. It was just last year we completed the building on it. I bought my own 2007. Almost 8 years after I told the people. Me too, I didn't have much, so it's not as if I had the money. But if you have 50 million now, you can't get a plot of land here. 70,000. And many of the people then, they are still poor till now. They are still here, they are still my member. We still see each other. They are still poor till now. Hello? Oh, yeah, wisdom, come. Let's talk your story. You see this boy, where is this? He was a bricklayer. He said he's not bricklayer, that is former. He was one of the bricklayers that built this building. This guy has said, yeah. As at 2013, this person has said so. When he got married, you saw the story he was talking about his wife. That his wife is my own younger sister, my last born, I married. When he was getting married, he did not even have money for wedding. To marry we gathered money, the family sat down and said, look, this guy is a Christian. That's the most important thing. Let's support this. He's born again. He got married. When they now had a child, They arrested both my sister and the baby at the hospital. They now started calling me. I said, at this time, I'm not doing it again. Marry, to be more 9 months notice. He can't pay hospital bill. We still came up again with it. Hello? By 2013, he came to me. He says, sir, I'm tired. I've tried everything. Nothing. I said, look, what we are teaching is what you will do. I said, so we have a transformation conference coming. Anything they tell you to do, just do. And then, one thing after the... So when people talk, I just laugh. Pastor Matthew raised like 4 offerings in one service. 4. 1,000 times more. Where I sat down, it was coming out for everybody. I want back over. What is it? I said, does it mean you should come out for 4? You want to listen? But immediately after that meeting, he says, sir, an idea has come. They are all my staff selling for me. Agents. It's now you who call it Riato. They will be selling to collect commission. He said, I have an idea. That's how they started. Today, now, as at this, now they have done multiple billions. 25 alone, multiple billions. Go and see that. Hello? There are people that follow. Hello? And they produce the results. They're ready to come. Now, NEPA boy, see NEPA. You know NEPA. You know how they pour for NEPA. In Papa, do we no make up. Into do we no make up. And then he came to this church and started flowing. So I preached one message. When kings celebrate, destinies are open and destinies are closed. Then I preached another message. Change your vehicle. That no matter how much you pray, no matter how much you give, as long as you are a salary earner, there are things that can never flow through salary. Because in the salary scale of your company, the CEO salary is the highest. So no matter what, that means that's the highest salary you can ever make in your life. And you are not the CEO. He left NEPA. And they said, how can you leave NEPA? You should be waiting to retire. And started a power company. Right now, Prenedo's Power. If you look at the power companies in Nigeria, they are the top 3 in the whole nation. It's my God bless you. Doing what? Doing billions now. Hello? They were talking about me in the toilets. And now they are still talking. Pastor Tiblo. They are still poor. Without shame, they will come to and say, Tori Tiwa, Lolong Shem Bukuin. Without shame, they will say it's because of us that God is blessing. They won't give you birthday gift. They won't give you Christmas gift. They will come and ask for money. Number 3, liquid cash. Liquidity is very important. Liquid cash. Liquid cash. You need liquidity. You need to have at least 6 to 8 months of your living expenses saved up in cash. Liquidity. Very important. Because there are opportunities that will come. That is who has the money now that can grab it. If you don't have the money, that's it. Number 4, experience of life. Don't waste your pain. Don't waste your struggle. All those experiences you are going through, don't waste it. It has a purpose. Somebody broke your heart, record it. Learn the lesson. Every time you face a negative experience, there are 3 things you must do. Number 1, what went wrong? Number 2, what lessons have I learned? Number 3, what mistakes did I make? When you document it, you will not repeat history. Because history repeats itself when people refuse to learn from history. So today, as I share my EFCC experience, I share my anti-fraud experience, I share my Bill 8 court case experience, 8 billion experience, today billionaires come to pay me to consult for them. Many people pay me thousands of dollars every year to be my mentorship. Why? They don't say the man knows what they talk to because he knows what he's talking about. And then you now add the prophetic. Hello? And then you see amazing testimonies coming from people because they are now gleaning from the experience of someone. You don't need to repeat the mistake of other people. Hello? Mentorship helps you to leverage on the mistake of your mentor to do greater things. I have been in real estate since our first 50 acres was done in 2001. They started real estate after us. There are people that started after them. So there are people now, in 5 years of doing real estate, they achieve what I couldn't achieve in 25 years. Because all the mistakes I made, they didn't make it. Some of the mistakes I made 25 years ago, I'm still suffering it till now. Till now. Because land matter. It will join you to people forever. Hello? Somebody still contacted me yesterday. No, 2 days ago on the 31st. Hello, sir. I'm so and so. I bought land from you in 2008. So I just wanted to know what's the status of my land. 2008, Umbami is around 2025. So I just say, sorry, I'm no more involved in the, contact the office officially. You have the number, you have everything. Are you now saying, are you no more the chairman? I said, you did not buy land from Olumide Emmanuel. You bought land from Commons. Please contact the office officially. Are we safe? So I asked, have you met Jimovia before? Is your money safe in Zenith? Have you met, so I replied with 3 banks. Have you met Elumelu before? Is your money safe in UBA? I said, you did a business with a company. Don't contact me on official matter. I don't carry, so you expect me to know you from 2008, King Besori. That's what real estate is. It's a lifetime business. This is somebody that has a land that has been fenced with ghetto. So I said, but where is your land? He told me. I said, what they say? We have fenced it and we have gated it, but I'm just asking how far. I said, if you have a fenced estate, and then you have a fenced land inside the estate with gate, why are you calling me? It's your land. You have gated it. Who has the padlock? He said, we have the padlock. I said, then you'll be going there by yourself once in a month, or you get somebody to be checking. What's my business with that? He said, since you are the owner of the estate, can you imagine? Number 5, knowledge and skill. Knowledge and what? Some people bought land for 200,000 in 2003. And then you get an email in 2005. Hello, I bought land from you people. How far? What's the status of my land? 2003 to 2025. That's 22 years. You have no idea what will go through in real estate though. 22 years. And you have a document in your hand that states that you have 5 years to develop your land. After 5 years, your allocation will be revoked and you will be reallocated at your own expense. And then you start paying maintenance and security fee every month. So when they now send an email, we will now reply them, your land is intact. However, according to clause 5 in your allocation paper, you have defaulted. So 22 years minus 5. So 17 years default. So it's 10,000 per month, which is 120 per annum times 17. It's documents. That's why they all lost the case in court. Only we. Because he's there. He said, what are you talking about? So you left the land. So Angel will be keeping your land. And you came back 20 years later and the man said, this is your land. But you are owing and you are still coming to court. So you mean we still have this kind of people in this country? I said, yes, sir. I'm here. Because I'm a pastor, they won't kill me. My integrity put me for trouble, but I can't change. Hello? The next email you will get, and you call yourself a pastor. How can I buy land for 200,000? And you are telling me to come and pay 5 million. They have forgotten that 22 years has passed. I went to the estate one day. A woman was pregnant when we gave her land. We did the allocation when she was pregnant. The day I met her was 18 years later. The boy was taller than both me and her. Omoto, I know you. And I said, my sister, I remember you. Because she looks like an Asian. That was asking, are you a Nigerian? I said, yes, I'm a Nigerian from this River State people. So I said, you were pregnant then. He said, this is the boy. I was so happy. I was so happy because my evidence is there. So I say, hey, young man, how are you doing? I say, how old are you now? I say, you are my evidence. I say, you were in the pregnancy when your mother came to collect the land. I say, so you to ask your mother. All your 18 years now, how much has you spent to maintain your life? And she wants to come and collect land without paying. Think of it. How much you have spent for 18 years. Do you know how much me I have been spending to maintain this place? Those are the things that put me in trouble. Spending an average of 8 to 10 million on each estate to reopen the ground and pay for security times 11 estates. So you are spending about 100 million of investors' money that you are paying 20% return on to maintain land by integrity for people that are not serious. And then people will come and be blaming. How much have we returned now? Maybe like 15 billion that we have returned to people. Human beings are very wonderful. So I say, I'm coming here now. I hope you have the brochure. Read it well, oh. Because the kind of questions some of you are, you know that enemy, that you know me, you are investing in palm tree. You are asking me, why do I have to wait for 5 years? Don't wait. Because palm tree come appear. That's why I don't do customer service. Oh. I don't have. It's only in church I have the shepherd's heart. In business, I'm finished here. So why do you have to wait for 5 years for your money? Don't wait. As you bring the money like this, the palm tree will just show up in your bedroom, and you just start drinking oil in the spirit. Number 5, knowledge and skills. Knowledge and skills. These are part of the wealth. So buy the books. I've got 1 book. My wife has 2 books. And then we have the university we're launching today. Go and buy. Start the year. At least you are doing fasting. All the money you are supposed to use to eat. Put it together now. So that you can buy a book. And as you are fasting, you are getting knowledge. Number 6, health is wealth. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. When you are sick, no matter the motivation, no matter the opportunity, you just want to be alive. And finally, faith in God. If you like, join all the useless people that are telling you that church is a scam. Don't worry. You don't believe in a miracle until you need one. Hello? So join them to be talking rubbish. There are fake churches. There are fake pastors. There are fake Christians, but God is not fake. Church can fail you. Pastors can fail you. Christians can fail you, but God will never fail you. So don't join people in all this nonsense against church and against God. Hello? Know God for yourself. I tell my church members, follow me as I follow Christ. I'm not your God. The day I stop following Christ, which I will never, abandon me and follow Christ. I am not God. Read your Bible for yourself. When I come on Sunday, it should be a confirmation of an experience you already have. So you will know that me too, I know God. Say, that's it. God was telling me that. Say, pastor, to confirm me. That's it. Not that you will come like then the pastor will tell you, come without bra and pants. You want to why without bra and pants. But only a pastor will now come. You need to start eating grass. You'll be eating grass. Then the pastor will now pick his phone number. Hello, God. Hello. Hello, yes, your daughter is here. Yeah, I'm speaking to God now. You believe it because, you know when Muslims go to the mosque, they drop their shoe outside. When Christians go to church, they drop their brain outside. So any useless man in suit and tie can just be vomiting rubbish. Sometimes, even as a pastor, when some people talk and people say, yes, and they kill him. I'll tell my wife, babe, kill him, kill my boy is sonsi. It's what they what's that? That is how gullible religion is the opium of the masses. Know God for yourself. When you know the truth, it's easy to detect a lie. It's because many of you don't know the truth. Because when lie is perpetuated for a long time, it becomes the truth in the system.